Friday evenings around 7 p.m. Eastern, and then I keep it for the rest of the weekend, and then it's gone. I'm doing a live stream on my website on April 19th, Friday, April 19th at 7 p.m. And I have two big pieces of good news. I don't want to say announcements. It's unrelated to the channel. It's just stuff in life. So check it out. Today I'm going to be doing a Burger King mukbang and whispered ramble / maybe I'm gonna talk about celebrity stuff. We'll see. I don't ever eat Burger King, okay? Like never. But have been randomly on a fish kick. Like loving these fast food fish sandwiches. I don't know why. So Burger King's fish sandwich is actually so good. It's called the Big Fish. And then I got fries and onion rings, like mixed. And I have a little small Diet Coke. It is 6:15 at night. Oh, and I have marinara sauce and ranch. I've never tried their sauces because I don't eat their food usually. It's 6:15 at night, and I am so sensitive to caffeine, but I still got a Diet Coke because they didn't have a water bottle as an option, and I didn't want any of the other non-caffeinated drinks, and it wouldn't let me choose none. Their marinara has an interesting taste. It's kind of weird. But I literally got a small soda, a small Diet Coke with extra ice because I was like, if it's extra ice, it'll be less soda, less caffeine. Girl math. And I accidentally ordered 2 of these meals. I didn't even realize, which I'm wondering how I didn't notice the hefty price tag. I guess it's because it's DoorDash. It's always $10,000. I'm like, whatever. I don't question it. But the girl dropped off my food and there was 2 sodas and I was like, oh god, like what did I order? And I opened the bag and there's 2 sandwiches, 2 fries. I'm like, whoops. Let's try onion ring and ranch. Honestly, their onion rings are fire. Okay. like summer. Guys, so there was an earthquake today in Philly. 2 earthquakes, okay? Mind you, the second one was aftershock. The second one just happened 20 minutes ago. So today, I'm working, I'm at my desk, and, you know, I'm in an area that's very populated, decent amount of cars driving by, so it's not uncommon that I would hear a very bassy car going down the street. Should I eat a fry with marinara sauce? So I feel this vibration. And I'm like, is that person with their bass dead serious? Because that is the most obnoxious thing I've literally ever heard in my life. My nose is running, sorry, I'm being gross. And then it didn't stop, and it didn't get further away. It was actually getting closer and more vibrational. And I was like, are we having an earthquake? I was so confused. And I got up and I was like, and I came in this room and looked out the window and I texted my neighbor and I was like, are we having a fucking earthquake? And she was like, yeah, I think so. She's like, ew, what the fuck? I just got a notification. A sexual offender registered as living 0.5 miles from your location. Why does they keep telling me this? You guys have the Citizen app at all? Anyone? And it says his name too, but it wants me to upgrade to get the full details. That is fear mongering, I swear. So yeah, there was an earthquake. I didn't leave the house or do anything. I was just nothing fell off the walls. It wasn't super intense. But then my mom, my sister, so my sister's in Manhattan, she felt it. Tony was in a certain part of the city today in Philly where he did not feel it. And my mom didn't feel it too. My dad was asleep, he slept through it. But it was so weird. And I literally was talking to my boss yesterday on the phone saying I was like, I love warmer climates, but I'm not envious of the things that people have to go through in California and wherever, earthquakes, things like that. I said this yesterday. I just did it. I just talked on audio about that on my website. Anyway, this app, the Citizen app, that just told me I'm half a mile from a registered sex offender. It's crazy because I updated it, upgraded it at one point just to see, and there were so many of them in very close proximity. I was like, what the heck? A kid I went to school with and wasn't friends with him. was like on like the news and stuff. Just so crazy. Anyway, to that point, but separately getting away from that topic because that's very heavy. I just watched a good true crime documentary with Tony. That was actually just crazy and eye-opening. I'm actually really glad he watched it because it showed and demonstrated how women can be silenced or not taken serious or made out to be liars when things, happen to them and whatever. It makes sense as why some women don't come forward. What was it called? It's about, if you're familiar with it, this woman that was kidnapped and taken away and sexually assaulted but then like brought back home, and her boyfriend at the time, he was like tied up and left, like she was kidnapped out of their bed, and he was left like they didn't kidnap him, and they both had like the same story, of course, like the girlfriend and the boyfriend, but people didn't believe them and were calling her like Gone Girl and saying her story was fake, that she staged a kidnapping to like get back at her boyfriend. And turns out that eventually they did find the guy, and like the whole like friggin' country basically owed her an apology. And it's just, oh my god, it crushed my soul to hear this woman speak, because she was such a smart, she seems so kind, like intelligent woman, and I'm just like, she gets kidnapped, she gets assaulted, and then gets home and is called a liar, and the police are saying they're gonna press charges against her. It was the craziest thing. It's on Netflix. What is it called? Somebody knows. Someone can write in the comments. It's Friday night right now, and it's still light out, and it's 6:30, and it's so nice that is the case. I love it. I can film. It's lighter in this side of my house where natural sun comes in. It's darker where I usually film. So that's why I'm in here right now. But it's just beautiful. Beautiful out. The flowers are blooming. I took a little walk today. And I don't have anything going on this weekend. I'm just gonna do a bunch of like YouTube stuff, probably. Me and Tony want to go to the jeweler tomorrow that we got our engagement and wedding rings. Why is my nose running like a faucet? That's very unclear to me. I'm like using the same napkin to wipe my nose and wipe my mouth, and now just calling myself out about it. We want to go to the place where we got our engagement and wedding rings because Tony needs his sized. When he lost weight, his ring became too small. I'm sorry, too big. And it's been about a year since he's lost weight, a little over. And he's now at like I'm like, let's wait until you are at, like you're like sustaining, because around the time of the wedding, it was like lose. Like, let's make sure we get you can sustain this before we go and get your ring sized. always go to the jeweler to get your rings cleaned. Like the stuff that you buy at the store, the little pen, the little thing you dip it in, whatever. But it's, maybe if it's absolutely disgusting, it will like shine it up a bit, but the way they clean it at the jeweler, world of a difference. It looks like it's like triple the value, like literally. So it's like, I love to see my ring cleaned, and I figured we could maybe grab lunch down there, even just something like there's De Bruno Brothers down there, which they have really good hoagies, and I've not had one yet. So like we could just get something like that, or we could sit somewhere and eat. But I just made a TikTok about this, that like I don't have any plans, or yeah, I don't have any plans this weekend, but I literally from next weekend have plans through end of July, like literally, which is crazy. Just beginning of April, but it's all good plans. I'm going on another work trip soon. To like an actual conference. My previous work trip, I just went to the office to like meet my coworkers. This time I'm going to a conference, healthcare conference, to kind of audit the show and check out our client's booth and meet our clients in person. And you know, these healthcare conferences, it's like they have like educational lectures about XYZ topic. There's a million healthcare conferences in all of the different areas: oncology, dermatology, podiatry, like all that you could think of. So I haven't actually been to one in a while, since before COVID, because I stopped traveling for work, but now I'm going to my first one, since the last one I went to was in LA in March 2020, right before COVID, like a week before the world shut down. I can't have any soda anymore, even though I have a whole nother one. What am I gonna do with this whole other fish sandwich? I guess I'll just have to put it in the fridge. Tony won't eat it. It's safe from him. My dad, my sister texting me about the earthquake. My mom didn't feel the aftershock again. My dad didn't hear it either. My sister texted, "Mom, both you and Dad are too old to like hear or feel shaking. You both felt nothing. You are oblivious." God, that's funny. My dad just texted me out of the blue this afternoon and said, literally just out of the blue, and said, "Remember that generosity attracts wealth, Julia." And I said, question mark, question mark. Like we were not in the middle of a conversation. And I said, question mark, and he said, "The vibration of giving is the vibration that also attracts wealth to you." I said, "Random." He said, "But true." I said, "Indeed." My dad is very like spiritual, and he's really into his like books and his like spiritual like teachers and things that write these books and stuff. But he's very level-headed. He's not like into any sort of like strict like religion or anything like that. My dad is like the nicest person like you'll ever meet. Like, he would give you the shirt off his back. He's just a cutie. He told me a little bit ago, he's like, Julia, I think I'm on TikTok. I'm like, you didn't download the TikTok app and sign up. Like, I know you didn't. I was like, no, I am. TikTok is on YouTube. I'm like, oh, you're watching YouTube shorts. And he's like, it's very addicting. He's like, it'll be like 4:50 and I'll tell myself at 5 o'clock 10 more minutes, I'm done. Then it'll be 5:02 and I'll be like, well, might as well go to 5:30. I'm like, oh my god, Dad. I'm like, yeah, the algorithm is strong, isn't it? Last little bite. That was very good, truly. And I love doing mukbangs when I eat because it slows me down. I eat slower and then I'm full afterwards, so I'm not like, you have to, if you eat slow, then like you're full quicker. Alright, well, I guess we didn't talk about any celebrity gossip. Hope that's okay. I know you guys love the rambles. I just do so many rambles on my website, especially audio rambles, that